They say every Filipino family has a ghost story. A secret no one talks about, or an unpleasant encounter. I was a skeptic and didn't believe in ghost stories. Until I moved into Lola's house. And I learned why my mother never went back. It was a really old house. Tucked between the trees on a quiet street in Laguna, with wooden floors that creaked even when you stood still. After Lola passed, I inherited it. My friends said that I hit a jackpot. The house was quite big. I could use it as an escape from the bustling city life or sell it for a decent amount. It was my first night in the house. I cleaned the house, unpacked my things, and was all set for a long nap because I was really tired. As I walked through the hallway, my eyes caught a glimpse of someone walking behind me in the mirror. At first, I thought I was imagining it. My mind was playing tricks on me because of the tiredness. So, I just went to sleep without giving it much thought. The next day was very busy. I had to buy a few things from the market, so I left early. I also came across a few old friends, and we caught up on life. Before I knew it, it was dark, so I rushed back home. As I was preparing dinner, I caught a glimpse of something in the mirror again. Curiosity got the best of me. And I decided to walk past the mirror again, but this time, I turned sharply to be sure. And I wasn't prepared for what I saw. There was a lady in a white dress standing behind me. I quickly turned to see who she was. But no one was there. But as I looked in the mirror again, she reappeared, standing behind me again. I panicked and fled from there. Picked up whatever I could and went to my parents' home. I discussed the incident with my mother. And I felt that the air in the room got heavy. Her voice changed instantly. It was tense. Cold. She asked me to never go back to that house again. I asked her who the woman was. She went quiet for a long time. And then she whispered something I'll never forget. She said, "We don't speak her name. She was my sister." What? I never knew my mom had a sister. She died before you were born, she said. They said it was an accident. But the truth is that no one wanted her around. That was all she'd give me, which clearly wasn't enough. I was curious. I had to know who she was. I had to know more about my mom's sister. I decided to do some digging and found old family photos tucked away in the attic. I started exploring them to find more clues, to know more about the woman I saw. And then I saw her in one of the pictures, standing beside my mom. She appeared 18, 20 max. The picture was taken in the same hallway. She was wearing the same white dress. And that mirror was sitting behind them. I flipped the picture and found something written on it. Hannah and Isabel. Her name was Isabel. I put the pictures back and went to my room. But things weren't the same after. After that day, I started hearing her. A faint sound of crying in the air at night. Gentle footsteps walking as if someone is walking behind me. I'd even feel her presence in the shadows. It was as if I was never alone. She'd always accompany me no matter where I go. I ignored it at first. But it all became too much. It was driving me insane. I was tired. Angry. I was done ignoring. Done being afraid. So, I went back to that house one day. Stood in the hallway. Faced the mirror and yelled, "Isabel, what do you want?" My reflection in the mirror flickered. And she appeared. She looked right at me for the first time. Hair pushed back. Eyes dark with sorrow. I was frozen in place. Couldn't move even if I wanted to. Silence filled the room to the point that I could hear my own heartbeat. After a long silence that felt like an eternity, her lips moved. And the hallway echoed with her voice. She just said one word. Justice. That night, I dreamt of drowning. I saw a man holding me inside the water as I was struggling to breathe. I woke up gasping. I was soaked in my sweat, and my whole body was shaking. The next day, I told my mom about it all. Finding Isabel's picture in the attic. Going back to that house. Confronting Isabel. The nightmare. I told her everything. She broke into tears and started screaming. Maybe she was holding all this pain inside her for years. And slowly, through tears, she told me the truth. She told me that Isabel fell in love with someone the family didn't approve of. She tried her best to convince her parents, but it was to no avail. Later, her parents found out that she was pregnant. Things got worse as days passed, and Isabel was labeled as a disgrace to the family. One night, she disappeared. They said she ran away. But my mom remembered seeing blood in the hallway near the mirror. Later, it was decided that no one would talk about Isabel in the family. No one will remember her. No one will ever say her name. My mind put all the pieces together as I held my mom firmly. I told her that there's a chance that she didn't run away but was murdered. My mom didn't say anything. It was as if she knew it all along. Now that I think about it, the man that I saw in my dream while drowning, the man who was holding me inside water, he was my grandpa. I was reliving the moment Isabel drowned through her eyes. But one thing still doesn't make sense to me. My grandpa is dead. It's been years since he passed away. So, how can justice be served? And then it clicked. I went to that old house in the morning. I dug up a grave outside the house near the lake and buried the mirror in the hallway. The marker on the grave reads, "Here lies Isabel, a loving sister and aunt." Maybe she would never get the justice she deserves. But I will make sure that she's remembered and that her name is not erased as if she never existed.